What I would like to show you is how we can send an outbound call referral program from within Zendesk using an app called Relay. Hey everyone, Dave here from CX Experts, Head of Customer Success. And today, what I would like to show you is how we can send an outbound call referral program from within Zendesk using an app called Relay. So this is very useful for when we are trying to get hold of a customer for whatever reason, whether it's a sales related call or a support related call, or an internal back office related call. Instead of phoning that user over and over and over again, and if you have a ticket, you're lucky you can put it on hold for a bit and revisit it later. All we do is we send that user a WhatsApp asking when they want to be called, and they can either say call me now or call me later, and at which point we can offer them different options. But let me show you how this works. So within Zendesk, we do have a free app called Relay. Relay looks a little bit like this. And in Relay, we have the ability to send outbound WhatsApps from Zendesk directly, which is very helpful. The caveat there is that because we are dealing with Meta here, and WhatsApp is quite restrictive in what we send to our users in an outbound fashion, we have to make sure that we have uploaded a pre-approved template into our Meta business profile that is linked to the WhatsApp number integrated into Zendesk that you would like to send from. So we can create our template in there, put an image in, set up placeholders, things like that. As long as it's approved, we'll be able to send it from Relay. So I've got a bunch of templates here that have been approved. So in this case, I'm going to select the attempted calling you template. I can select whichever WhatsApp number I want it to come from, which is quite useful in case you have multiple brands with different numbers. Click next. Then it's going to ask us for the URL of the hosted image you'd like to send. If you want to have an image, you don't have to have an image. Then I can also bring in a dynamic value from Zendesk. So in this case, I don't want to just say hello or hello if, that's wrong. I'd like to pull in the name of the user that I'm going to send it to. And at this point, I normally pause just to remind us that if we do make use of Relay, then we would preferably, and we can only send to users that have been created in Zendesk. So we could upload those in bulk, make sure they have unique properties so we know which user segment we would like to send to, so that we could pull in things like their name, and we have all the information we need on them if and when they reply. So I'll click next. So at this point, you can define your audience. Now, an audience can be defined in a bunch of different ways, and you can search for all of them here. You can search by name, you can search by number, you can search by tag. So if you want to have, send this WhatsApp to 36 different users, as long as all those users have the same tag, we can use that to send this specific template to them in Zendesk. And in this case, I've tagged myself in Zendesk with the tag Dave123. But I can also search for my name or my surname or my number, and it'll pull up in the same way. I can click Manage Audience. I've already sent this template to myself today, so I have been excluded, but I can manually include myself here. We get a good insight and preview of our audience and what they are going to look like before we are actually going to send the email. So I can verify that it's my name, phone number. This user that I'm using now doesn't have an email address. I'll click Done, and I'll click Next. And the last step is to send the notification. So there are a whole bunch of checks and balances that we need to do here. I've got my WhatsApp displaying here on the right hand side, and we'll see that this message will come through on the right hand side. There it is. So same template we sent has pulled through. So it's saying hello Dave H. In this case, that's the name I've got of this user. We attempted calling you but were unsuccessful. Please choose from the options below so we can get in contact again. And as soon as I reply, because I have two call to actions with different text, I'm going to say, call me later, please. And at this point, this outbound message is now going to go into our bot, and I'm going to get a reply saying, when would be a good time to call you? And I'm going to say, can you call me tomorrow, please? Anytime tomorrow is okay. And then it should ask me for the time. Cool. So I've only got 3 slots available here. So I want to be called between 10 to 11. And at this point, a ticket is going to be created. So thanks for confirming. We'll do our best to contact you tomorrow at 10 a.m. And at this point, a ticket will have been created in messaging, which I can, if I'm online, I'll get it. But if not, no stress. So here's the ticket that's been created with the full transcript history. And we've done some clever stuff here. We've pulled in some of the parameters and some of the fields into the left-hand side of this ticket. So I can see when they want to be called back, whether it's tomorrow and the time. And then we can start classifying all these tickets for users to know and understand when they want to be called back. So in this case, this ticket is dropped up in tomorrow's callbacks. If someone selected, for example, I want to be called in 5 minutes, it'll go callback into the callback now queue. If they're selected today, it'll be today, but in this case, it's tomorrow. And we can have this ticket or these tickets be grouped in the time slot they want to be called back. If someone selected future date, they would be able to choose a date. And then what we'll see is that if I go ahead and take this ticket, so I'm going to go and take it into my name and I'll submit it. And this can also happen automatically if you wanted to. And what I'll see is that this ticket will be or should show up in the 10 to 11 slot for today. It's currently not, but that's something that definitely is possible. If I quickly go and have a look at this view, I'll fix it right in front of you. There's nothing better than the live testing. So I'll just go. I'll change this to the assignee, and I'll say the assignee is current user because I want to see all my callbacks for today. And I'll save that. And what we'll notice now is that this ticket will show up in my calls for today between 10 and 11. Now, this is all extremely configurable. This is just a demo to show you how we can make this work for you. If you want to see time slots from 9 till 5 or 9 till 9 for the current user and in total, we can show all of that in very configurable views like this, depending on how you want to build it and depending what your use case is. So if you would like help with this to make it work for you, if you have a different application that you want to apply this sort of logic to, please let us know. We would love to help. So you can reach out to us at info@cxexperts.co.za, making sure that you are using and leveraging the power of Zendesk to do whatever you need to do for a smooth customer experience. Thanks for watching.